G'day guys, how are we? So in this video we are going to be doing something with my beautiful WRX. So this car needs some love. This car is far from nice now. Like, look how dirty it is. We've still got all the tape marks from when we put Christmas lights on it. She needs a lot of love. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning how to tint and also tinting this car. So as you guys can see, it's already a little bit tinted. It's pretty much, I think it's like stuff all, it's like 35% if that. But in this video, we are going to completely revamp that. We're gonna make it really, really nice. We're actually gonna go ahead and meet up with Zach Baldy. If you guys don't know him, you should. So anyways, let's go ahead to Zach's house. We're gonna get some fuel on the way and possibly quickly give this thing a spray down because it is absolutely horrific. And then we're gonna go to Zach's house and he's gonna teach us how to tint. So let's go. We're quite late. Sorry, Zach. Whoopsies.
1 hour later.
Alright, so we just got to Zach's now, and hello Zachary.
Hello mate, how are you? Good to see you.
bad.
How you been?
Not too bad. So he's going to teach me how to tint because I have no clue what the hell I'm doing, and he's the master.
Master, that's putting it like really, really bad. I've done it for about a year, and then I did that up in Brisbane, started up my own tinting business down here, just doing some, fun cars on the weekend. So definitely no master, but I'm going to try and teach you somewhat jankily throwing tint on a car today, so
yeah, cool.
It should be pretty cool. Should be pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try and pull it off. I've got, like I was saying earlier, I got really crappy tint on it currently. It's kind of starting to fade as well, and there's just bubbles all through the back here, and it's just not pretty at all. So we're gonna pull this off. He's gonna try and teach me how to do it. I'm a really bad learner, so let's see how this goes.
Not at all, bro. It's pretty easy once you start to get it. You carry these sorts of skills through pretty much every single car. Luckily for the Subaru, it's got a lot of different cool things that I can show you different techniques on. Yeah, it'll sort of carry across to every single car that you can do, so it should be pretty straightforward.
Will this windscreen here, that'd be a pain to do with it? Because it's
horrible. It's an absolute pain, but every single rear screen is. I personally hate doing sedans, but I'm lucky that I'm not 7 foot tall. I can fit into a car quite easily, so these are a little bit easier for me, but I just still hate doing them. So.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to start off by pulling off all the tint. He's got a steamer here that all we have to use and everything. But yeah, so let's go ahead and pull off the tint and hopefully we don't break anything. So let's go.
This will just heat up all the tint as much as possible. And it will just release that glue from the actual window. So it's fucking hot. If you can see on the outside, all that. That sort of stuff will get into your tint. And underneath of it. So the idea is just trying to remove as much of that as humanly possible.
Yeah, get it all perfect.
For this. Slate on the glass. Beautiful. Cool, so what we'll do is we want to shrink the top and bottom. So what we'll do is we'll do a H. So we'll do stick down the sides of the film.
Yep. Right, okay, yep.
Yep. and then we'll chop off the excess in a second. So what that'll do is it'll allow us to, so this is like the most perfect part of the film that you know, we'll lay flat at the time.
Yep.
So then obviously all of this we need to shrink, and all of this we need to shrink as well.
Righto.
So we'll do the same on this side over here. Also, tint is very sharp as well. It's like paper cut to the max, yeah. Cool, so what we'll do now is we'll just trim off the edges here.
Yep.
And then we'll just have heaps of film at the top, heaps of film at the bottom to be able to use. Yeah, that should be pretty easy. So we'll just take off all the excess around the outside because there's no need for it.
You usually have like a little black border around it as well, don't you?
Correct, yeah. So you can sort of see down there, you have a black border around the actual glass.
Yeah, I can see that. So,
yeah, cool, yeah. So just going to be trimming it off around that. Cool, excellent. Alright, cool. So what we'll do, so you'll start to see the tint will just completely change.
Yeah. Do you have to wait for the horizontal line?
Yeah, correct, yeah. So keep doing that, and we'll just work our way up. So the other thing is we'll also try not to crease the film as well. You want to make sure that it's definitely going to, like if I was to just go straight up there like that, I'd get a huge crease mark through here.
Yeah.
That piece of film is now unusable completely. Yep. So just want to go through, just make sure that we actually make it smaller. And if you find that you have a fair bit bunching up down here, you can shrink it down here to then bring more around that. So just keep bringing that up. You never want to try and shrink like really big fingers either. You always want to try and like disperse it across the film because it will only shrink as much as it needs to. Really wet down the bottom, and what that will do is it will drag off any water that can potentially sit, or any dirt that sits down there, and it'll sort of drag it off.
Yep. So is that like a special solution you're using to stick it on, or?
Not at all, this is literally just detergent.
Right, so it's the same stuff, yeah.
So the other thing I also don't do is I don't touch the very top of the window, because what can happen is if anything's sitting up here, it can drag like dirt down. Yep. You're still going to get a little bit every now and then, but it's just like, I'll just go basically to here.
Yep. And
it'll just drag all the dirt down with it. So if you do it in like a sweep like this, it'll push all the, if there's anything on there, it'll push it all down.
Yeah.
Now this is the worst bit, is making sure that you get it the right way up too.
Yeah.
You don't want to crease it. So try and get it on the edge of your hands as much as you can.
Oh, stuff this, man.
And without creasing it, try and bring it into the middle like that.
Yeah.
Walk it into the car without touching any of the outside bits.
Yeah.
And then try to put it on the window without catching anything. Cool, so now we've got rid of the majority of our big spears. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lock off. Well, yeah, the biggest thing you want to do is look around every single edge. Make sure there's no light showing through because that will be one of the biggest things. Cool, so now that's all sorted. We grab a hard, or well, nylon, whatever you want to call it. I think it's nylon. And what I like to do is I just go straight across first. So lock off every single bit of that tint. And then I start going up. Yep. It pushes all the, all the water and stuff and all the dirt going up.
Yep.
We'll do the bottom now.
Yeah.
Cool. So now just look on the outside and see if there's any either air bubbles or anything along those lines, anything you can sort of notice, any dirt patches. If it's dark bubbles, it means it's on the other side of the tint.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
Cool.
This thing here is a mad little tool. So all this tint as well, everything is pressure activated too. So a pressure activated adhesive.
Right.
So the more you put into it, the more it'll just keep coming out.
Yeah, cool.
Also the edges will pick back up depending on if there's moisture in it too.
Right.
So another thing you can also do if it keeps picking up on a certain corner is keep pushing out moisture.
Yep.
And that'll eventually get rid of like all that down there.
Yep.
See that this is dragging up more water.
Yep.
There's too much like water in there. But yeah,
Cool.
that's your wrist green.
Sweet.
Stoked. It takes a long time, and then if you think about any little bit of that whole process going wrong, and you've got either a crease going through it, that whole process we just did that took, it's a little bit quicker when you just, you've got headphones and you're doing it yourself, but it's a good half an hour or so.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, cool. We'll start on these windows. So we'll trim out a rough template. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. It's not the most ideal cutting table, but it works. Alright, cool. So just put something on it, so that way what we can do is we can put this down. So this right here is the original film that we peeled off the car.
Yep.
So what you can now see is we now have a perfect template for the next bit of film. So because we want to be cutting this thing perfectly to the very top of the glass, I'm not going to be, trying to eyeline it and trying to, get exact measurements and go like exactly on the line. Because I cut these against the glass.
Yep.
That's where Tinter's knife skill comes away more than, the average Joe rapper.
Emotional, damn it!
So we also noticed that these pieces were also very tight against like the actual bottom of the windowsill.
Yep.
So if we go any further up, you'll get light gaps. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more to the bottom, so that way we'll definitely not get light gaps. So I'm adding like maybe, I don't know, 7.5 mil at the very bottom. I'm just going to cut that all the way across. Be so much nicer on a proper cutting table. So that's all sorted, and now this is all freehand. So as long as it's a little bit further over the whole top of it, what we can do then is we can probably put it on the glass and make sure that, leave about as much room as what, we cut from the outside.
Yep.
And then chuck that on the glass and trim it to spec. So,
Yeah, wicked.
what we'll do is we'll just go around the whole top of the glass. Probably could have changed my knife blade by now, but that's okay. Beautiful. So now, definitely should have changed my knife blade. Cool. Perfect.
Awesome.
But now we have two exactly perfect windows ready to go. So much easier than the rear, thank God.
Yeah.
Now little trick is when you're putting it on peel boards, whichever way looks like it will face going down. Remember your these are like the peeling side of it.
Yep.
So whichever way it looks like it fits on the glass from when you have them facing each other, that side there is the one that's going to work.
Right, okay. So that's your detergent one?
Yeah, that's just a detergent. This bottle is used for absolutely everything.
Right,
so,
except for cleaning, pretty much. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, even cleaning.
Yeah, right.
So detergent will be used for cleaning, for applying film, for doing everything. This one right here is your passenger side,
yep.
The one that we had facing us.
Yep.
And this one here is your driver's side.
Yeah, cool.
So, cool. And then once they're on there, it's just as simple as wetting it, peeling it off on that side there, and it's all good to go.
Awesome.
So what we'll do now is I'll show you actually the rear on this one here. This will be one of the ones you're going to be looking most out of, so I'll do this one and I'll show you what to do.
Yep.
The next one, I'll get you to do it.
My time has come.
Oh God.
Sound good? This is also the smallest piece of glass, so if you fuck it up, doesn't matter.
Yeah, awesome.
So the areas you're most likely to miss as well as a tinter is always going to be the edges as well.
Yep.
No one cares about the edges, and so that's the first bit that I always go to. The other thing as well is detergent and stuff will turn trims white over time as well. So especially like stuff like this, if I was to do that, just give everything a wipe It also cleans the interior for the customer, which
Yep.
is funny. But yeah, it'll turn trims white, especially leather. It'll start to swell.
Right.
So that's one big thing just to take note of.
Yep.
Because you can end up doing a full thing and you're like worried about getting this piece of tint on, all of a sudden you have big white streaks.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's like, cool, so it's been razored, scotchy, sweet, it's as clean as pretty much we're going to get it. Now, what we'll do is I'll make sure I have all my tools first, which I do not. One thing I always do is grab the non-plush end of a microfiber, make sure it's clean, just run it over the top of the glass. And what that will do is that'll just bring up all the dirt that is caught on that, so all of that would have gone to the tint.
Yep.
The more you do that, the cleaner your thing comes out, the better it will be. Cool. So trying to drag all that dirt off the top once again, because dirt will come down.
Yep.
Cool. Now, once again, I try not to get the edges. So anything you can do trying to eliminate bringing dirt down into the film is the best. I'm probably running out of this too. Really should have filled up before I did this. Definitely should have filled up before I did this. But come on, boy. Cool, excellent. So now that that's all wet. Oh no, please don't go that way. So the worst thing about working in your garage and not in a workshop as well is the wind. And sides are so much easier.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Pretty much done.
pretty much on, in place,
cool.
ready to go.
So you cut it when you finish, do you?
Yeah, correct.
What if it's not a pillarless window?
I'll show you actually for the next one. I can sort of show you anyway.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, so what we want to do is we want that just to come down and below at least this line here. So that's where you're going to be able to see light gaps coming through if need be. So once that's all on, that's all good to go. Once again, lock off the very top.
Yep.
That way that's all sorted. And down the side as well, make sure there's no dirt that's going to come in there. And then I go towards sort of like the center, because if there's going to be any spears that will come up, you want it to happen down here, because once again we've cut this window on its side.
Yep.
So you can't close in spears this way, everything has to be done up and down. So we'll just keep going up and down for every single thing. If there's any spears come up, which there isn't, good to go. So now that's all sorted.
So you never usually shrink side windows?
Not usually. There'll be some cases like Falcons will need shrinking. A few cars will need shrinking.
Just if you can see, they're kind of like...
Exactly right, yeah. If they're curved and bubbly, usually it means they're going to need shrinking.
Yeah.
So this is where Tenter's knife skill comes in. This is the fun bit of not wanting to fuck this up. Just get all the water out the very top of it.
Yep.
And then that window's pretty much good to go. Door card back on, good to go. There you go. So now you can see that all of our windows, we actually have a point where it's gone down past, so you won't get any light gaps.
Yep.
Everything looks sick, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks good.
There's no little white spots on the outside, is there?
Yep.
No. It's like, yep, certainly is. The best way you'll see any white spots or any dirt is when you actually close the door, see it in the sun. Aside from that, looks pretty good. So if you have pillars here and there, you would leave the top long, and then you would, like when you get your, or like a template of the outside, you would simply just add 5mm extra on each side. Right. So that would then slip down behind, and you would put that on in a way that you would feed it in from the bottom middle first, and then press it out, like once again like we did the rear. We'd press it outwards and into the sills. The other thing you'd also do is want to clean out the sills as much as possible, because there's lots of dirt that hides in them. Aside from that, I'll just do one more little trim across the top of that window, and that one's done. If you want to take this whole box down here and go to the other window and start scraping her off.
Righto.
Because if you're doing this one, it's going to be fun.
Oh no.
way. You just try and get the drips all the way down. Start from the top.
Top?
Yep. Beautiful. We'll go grab some tint. Yep, bring that as well. Alright, so just peel it from the top edge. Now, if you want
it first, or
what's that, sorry?
do I spray it first? Or
no need to. So just grab it from the top edge, peel it down, but when you're doing it, just wet it the entire way down.
Right.
And then you'll be wanting to grab it from this way here too, because you want it to go down into the glass. If you get me. That's right.
Oh yes.
You'll thank me. Yeah. You'll thank me if you do it. Cool. Just add heaps of water, man. Just douse it. Beautiful. Now pick it up from the bottom, or like just try and like edge your nails underneath it and just pick it up without touching that side.
So from this side?
Yep. Yep, you're all good.
And then I hold it like this, yeah?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, yep. And then grab it from, just keep peeling it up, and then from the top. Cool. Now just try not to let the wind take it.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent.
Whoop.
You're all good. You can touch the back of it if you need to, because your hands are wet, so it won't affect the glue.
Alright.
Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is see if you can line it up as good as you can. Just slide it in from the bottom all the way up. You're all good, you're all good. It's horrible stuff to handle, eh?
So I got that.
Beautiful work, mate.
And then I push it down.
Yep, push it down. So start to feel the top out now.
So like that.
Yep.
And then...
Yep, just start to fill it out. Yeah, cool. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to see down here. You want to start just pushing it down all the way and just start edging it all the way down. Cool. So this edge here is completely fine. You're all the way down as much as you want. So now...
I just need to go across a bit, I think.
Yep, so also you need to worry about this bit up here. So push that across. You can give it a little bit of a slap and stuff to make it all work, but you've got it pretty sorted. Now you got over here. Now what we're going to do is just lock off the top. So hold the tint in one spot, because if you just rip it across, you'll rip the tint off.
Do I spray the back first? Or
you can if you want to. It doesn't really matter, because it's already wet at the moment. So what we'll do, just grab it, like pinch it here. Yep, and then drag your squeegee across the top and just lock off the top. Beautiful. Cool. Yep, easy done. Press heaps hard. Try and get all that out. Cool, so then just go straight down the guts of it, right here as well. Beautiful.
Straight down the guts?
Yep. Excellent. Now start squeegeeing all the water out sideways.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that, mate. Professional. It's looking pretty good, mate.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at that.
Very
Yeah, it is. It's very satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah.
So try and get all that water out of the edges as much as you can as well, because the edges will be the most it'll bring in the most dirt.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is just see if you can maybe even start here and just try and nick it, so that way it doesn't peel up anything. But what we're going to do is try and hold the blade on almost like a 45 and just...
This type of 45 or that?
That right there. Yep. And just try like slice it across the very top and try and cut it exactly with where the glass starts to fold over.
Right,
so
okay,
try that.
Gotcha.
Yep, you're good. Nice, mate. So one thing you'll notice I found out pretty quickly is if you hold it really close to this, you'll actually scratch a perfect line into the actual tint itself.
Oh, I was going to do that as well.
If you let out more of the actual blade itself, and then try and hold it maybe halfway in between that, you should be right. So just try to press it really hard up against the actual glass itself and just let the knife do the work. Not bad, Gary. You're looking good.
that's crap there.
It's terrible, but it's got less tint.
I mean, oh no, look at that.
What's that?
Oh.
No, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%. That's what you want.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's what you want to do around the whole thing. So try and hold it a bit more of like an angle, yeah.
Come on.
I'll see if I can show you if you want.
Yeah, maybe take this and show me.
Yeah, can do. It's sort of hard to explain, but basically once it's all there, you want to press into the glass as much as possible. So I usually rest my knuckles against the actual tint itself.
Yep.
And just try press into the glass as hard as I can. And then once you start to slice it, that's when the tin will just sort of start to fall off the window.
Right.
But we definitely need to press that down more.
Yep. It probably wasn't me pressing down hard enough.
What's that, sorry?
Probably wasn't me pressing the tint hard
No,
enough.
that's alright. There's a little bit of water still left in the very top there, that's alright.
Yeah.
This blade is definitely dull. I'll change it for you. Cool, there you go. So now once that's done, just give it a hard squeegee all the way along. So yeah, there's like bits like this where you'll start to see where you can pick that up there.
Yep.
So just, I guess...
Do I just go over the whole thing again, or...?
Yeah, can do, yeah. Just watch out for this little bit right here, because we've gone down into the glass a little bit. So we'll try and just ignore that.
Oh, yeah.
We can press that down with a heat gun.
Yep. Alright, so I've gone ahead and done this window here. It's far from perfect. I've made a little bit of a nick here. Where am I? Where's my little spot? Right there. So we made a little bit of a nick there, but that's alright. I'm not too fussed. You can't see it when the window's closed, so I'm not too worried at all. But so much darker.
First window, bro, especially in a garage with wind, with everything else as well, to have a window that looks this perfect with zero dirt in it whatsoever, you've absolutely killed it on your first attempt. So stoked about that.
Yeah.
Obviously the top of the window, that's not ideal, but okay, because it was, you know, tinters use knives way better than rappers do. So no, we just have way better knife skills. So it's all good. But no, it looks absolutely sick. There's no issues in it. Yeah, it's one of those windows that once you clean it up, you put it out in the sun, get all the little tiny nicks out. Yeah, just sick,
awesome.
Give it to a customer. So
cool.
Stoked about that. I'm going to go chop the fronts out real quick and we'll slap them on. The rear looks so fucking
The rear looks awesome.
The rear looks so good.
There's like zero imperfections in it at all.
Zero imperfections, apart from this sticker that you wanted to leave. No. We've already spoken about that. None of us saw that sticker down there. It's all black, so... but yes, the rear screen came out sick. There's no spears, there's no dirt in it. So yeah, the next thing is we'll take it out into the sun and we'll have a good look over it. Make sure there's no little areas where there's little pits of dirt. Because what you can do is you can use a hard card and use press out all the water and the air that's in there and pull it to the side. Yep. And then it sort of like suctions itself down into it.
Yeah, cool.
So once again, no tint job is ever 100% perfect unless you have like a dust-free booth and a clean room and you know you what do you call it? You're like tinting naked or some shit. So yeah, there's no tint job is ever going to be perfect, but this is as close as you're going to get.
Yeah, this is pretty damn good, man. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll slap the car back together. We'll put the front windows back on. We'll bring it outside, and this thing is going to look so much darker than it did before. Yeah. Proper cop magnet, but shit,
it already is. No, but so we're not going to bother about recording the fronts because obviously you've already seen how it goes on the backs. The fronts is pretty much exactly the same. So I'll see you guys when we've done the front windows and we can see how crap it looks in the sun from Zach's beautiful job. Anyways, all right, I'll see you guys in a sec.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the car, so that's why it's all tinted. Wait a minute, had a real late night, woke up with my head spinning out in Nashville. It's been mad real.
Alright, so Zach has worked his magic and the car is completely done. As you guys saw with the B-roll just then, it looks wicked. It looks really good.
I worked my magic. I only did 60% of these windows. This is you.
Until I stuffed it up there and you fixed it.
Look, it's up under here. and yeah, another one there. But no, the car came out super duper nice.
Yeah,
we brought it out to the sun to make sure everything is all sorted and it looks phenomenal. So stoked for you, man. I'm
awesome.
Stoked.
Shady business, so we can.
Oh, shady business. I love the name of it.
Yeah.
No, it's. I kind of thought it was funny because like I do it all out of my garage and just do it on weekends and stuff. So shady business works well. Plus the whole tint thing. I hate corny names for stuff. But I don't know.
just done it.
I've just done it. But yeah. I'm based out of Officer anyway, so anyone that's sort of around southeast Melbourne, I do all that sort of stuff.
Cool.
Only work Saturdays, and the rest of the week I'm full-time work, and then Sundays I enjoy my own
personal time. It's when you can actually do some recording.
Yes, I also have a YouTube channel called Zach Baldy. If you don't know as well,
I think everyone knows you that follows me.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But no, I'm so stoked for you. This car looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it does look good with blacked out, eh? It looks awesome. Yeah, it looks sick.
I'm so stoked this rear screen.
Yeah, the wind.
So stoked.
Yeah, it looks so nice.
Came up so nice.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for that. I'm gonna head off home.
No worries, bro.
And cool. All right, I'll see you guys in a second when we get home because I want to talk about a few things. All right, so we are home now, and it's actually a different day, and I just kind of want to explain with you guys what's going on because I haven't really uploaded that much at all. I haven't uploaded for like nearly 2 months now, which is really bad, and I'm actually extremely disappointed in myself. However, I have some stuff going on right now, which is kind of intact with the whole learning how to tint sort of side of things. I am in the middle of starting my own business. So I used to work at a car wrapping joint. I left there for personal reasons, and now I've started my own. So I also work full time. I do work a 9 to 5 job. Well, not really. It's a 6 till 2:30 job. I actually really enjoy that job. This is kind of more like a side business. I'm not really planning on it to take over or anything. I mean, who knows? The future can be anything. It's not my full-time goal or anything. It's just honestly to make a little bit of money on the side. However, it has been chewing up my time. I've got no time to do anything. Honestly, it's more no time to film or edit. Mainly edit. I've got 3 or 4 videos that I have filmed. I just haven't edited them because I just do not have enough time to sit down for 6-7 hours and edit. Yes, it usually doesn't take that long, but I love to procrastinate. So I have been finding it really, really hard to upload, so I do apologize for that. However, I am currently in the look for an editor. So if you guys know anyone who can edit or who will edit, for me, let me know in the comments. Actually, no, don't let me know in the comments. DM me on Instagram or something. And I am definitely very, very keen because I need an editor. I cannot keep doing this. I really, really want to upload, and I want to upload a lot more. I would ideally like to get up to like 2-3 uploads a week. Like, I'd love to do that. However, I just can't with my time. And it's not me just making excuses. I don't have time. I literally work from like 6 a.m. to like 9-10 p.m. some days. Honestly, most days. It's pretty bad. So I cannot wait to get an editor. I also am going to slow down with my work. I'm only going to start working every second week outside of work, if that makes sense. So I do have a little bit more time to do all my YouTube sort of side of things. There's some big plans coming with this. I actually cannot wait. It just needs time, and I don't have a lot of that. So I can't wait. I really, really can't. It's going to be awesome. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to check out my business. I'll put it down below, but that's my business there. I wrap cars. We're about to expand to window tinting, hence why we learnt today. The quality control on that business is through the roof, so you don't have to worry about getting a crappy job. It's not just your average Facebook Marketplace peeling everywhere and that sort of stuff. So really, really try to focus on quality. So if you guys want your car wrapped or windows tinted or whatever, let me know. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you guys next video. See you then.